Arce.
Yo 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 yo.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Hump Day.
That's right. We got our guest co-host for this morning. We have Erica Duchess. Welcome.
Hey, dropping a clues bomb for Erica Duchess, man. If you don't know who Erica Duchess is, she's a member of the Ha Ha Mafia. You see her open up for Lil Duval. She just was at the Strength of a Woman Festival this weekend in ATL.
Yes.
A very funny comedian. Happy to have you, Erica.
How you feeling?
I feel great. I'm excited. I'm still in shock that I'm really here.
A little early, though.
Yeah, very early.
Very early.
I told you, you can say whatever you want to say, just don't curse.
No, I would not. I got my good girl voice on today.
No, I don't even want you to have your good girl voice on.
Well,
just don't
be
curse.
you.
Yeah,
Okay.
just don't
Just
curse.
don't
Yeah,
curse.
do you. Just don't
Okay.
curse.
Just be you.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, I practiced a little bit.
What you practice?
How'd you practice?
With Clay, and I was just acting like I'm on the radio and not cursing.
What?
Yeah, I have to.
Okay, so you were doing this beforehand. What would you say? Give me an example.
No, I was just saying like, hey, I'm Erica Duchess. Yeah, man, yeah, and he crazy, just trying to.
You just practice faking.
Yeah, faking, trying not to curse.
Jesus Christ.
Because I'm a natural cursor. Like, I curse.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm just trying to get it out my system.
Okay.
But I can do it, though.
You can do it.
Because
You
I,
got
don't
it.
did, 'cause I don't did churches and all that before.
You performed at you did stand up at a church? No.
Yeah, twice.
Where at? What
I
church?
ain't got to stand it, though.
That had to be Jamal Bryant Church. Only Jamal Bryant Church.
Oh, don't talk about him. Please don't talk about him.
Why?
'Cause he was at, he was the one who did the eulogy for at Clay funeral.
Oh, he didn't do a good job?
He bombed.
What? How do you bomb at a eulogy?
Yeah, the pastor bombed.
You can't bomb at a eulogy.
Oh, yes, you can.
Unless you say the wrong person's name. How you bomb?
He did everything wrong.
Long live OG Clay. What do you do wrong? What did Jamal Bryant do?
He was talking
wrong?
about Donald Trump.
At the funeral?
At the funeral.
Clay wasn't political?
At all. That's why we was like, what are you talking about? What? And then he was showing pictures like, yeah, Clay was married for 18 years to the same woman. And they showed it up on the screen. It was the wrong woman.
Stop it. Stop it.
No, I'm for real. That happened for real.
Did y'all boo him? Did y'all boo him?
T.I. gave him the light.
Oh, T.I.
Yeah, you know.
Man, that's funny as hell.
You know when you on stage and you bomb as a comedian or your time up, they give you the light. So T.I. gave him the light.
T.I. gave the pastor the light at the
Yes,
funeral.
he
Jesus
did.
Christ.
Lord have
T.I.
mercy.
had burnt him. T.I. went before the pastor and said what he said. So everybody was like, yeah. So when the pastor came up and couldn't follow that, he couldn't follow tips. So we gave him the light.
Why'd they put up the wrong picture?
I don't know who gave him the note about Clay, because everything was just wrong. He saw
Jesus
quoting
Christ.
all white man quotes and stuff.
All
like,
white man quotes?
Yeah, we like, bro, he
Jesus.
must don't know. Like,
So the funeral home give you a refund back or give you some of the money back or something like that?
They should.
they should have, because he was all messed up.
Damn, Pastor Jamal Bryant, you have to explain yourself. Lord
Yeah.
have mercy.
He
Damn
tried.
it, man. All right.
Let's start the show.
Well, let's get the show cracking. We got front page news. Cezlyn Figaro will be joining us. We got a lot to talk about, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's EJ, NV, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host, Erica Duchess, here.
Yes, indeed.
And let's get in some front page news. Cezlyn Figaro, good morning.
Good morning, DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, and beautiful Erica, the queen of stand-up. Is that right?
She's fixing her mic. She's fixing her
she's
headphones.
fixing the mic.
She can't hear. Can you hear yourself?
I can't hear that.
All right. You got it in wrong. They got it in wrong hole.
Red.
Wrong hole. There we
Oh,
go.
nothing
Yes.
like the wrong hole.
That's right. She said the beautiful Erica Duchess. That's what she said.
Thank you, beautiful yourself.
Now
Yes, ma'am.
Let's
Glad
get into
to have
front
you here.
page
Thank
news.
you.
Start off with some sports. Now, last night the Nuggets beat the Lakers 132-126. And if you're into the draft, San Antonio Spurs get the first pick of the draft.
Right. They
Right?
get to draft that alien, Victor. What about
Yes.
what's his name?
The brother from France.
Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, yes. He's
something.
like 7'2", 7'3". Has like a 6'9".
He's like a
wingspan.
big creative character on NBA something.
So they have another huge center. So what? They had Tim Duncan. They had
David Robinson.
and now this young man.
I mean, you can call him a center, but he played like everything.
Yeah, he play everything. All right, now what else we got? Taz, we talking about this AI hearing?
Yes, celebrity tech CEO Sam Altman of OpenAI made his debut appearance before Congress on yesterday alongside two other artificial intelligence experts for 3 hours of questioning on how Washington should regulate the rapidly developing technology. Now, as with most hearings, the session offered more questions than answers. The biggest, of course, is if Congress has the stomach for regulating a new industry at all. Now, here are the three big questions that came out of the hearing. Number one, do we need a new federal agency? I would say yes. Number two, who owns the data that AI trains on? And number three, how much will AI influence the 2024 election?
Come on.
Now, here is what some of Sam Altman had to say during his testimony, and let's take a listen and talk about it on the other side.
I think if this technology goes wrong, it can go quite wrong. And we want to be vocal about that. We want to work with the government to prevent that from happening. It's one of my areas of greatest concern, the more general ability of these models to manipulate, to persuade, to provide sort of one-on-one, interactive disinformation.
Listen, man, I was watching CNN last night when they was doing a recap of that hearing, and they didn't say anything that I haven't been saying. The lower third yesterday on CNN was Elon Musk warning that AI, there's a chance AI destroys humanity. So if there's a chance something can destroy humanity, why are we still going down that road? Can anybody tell me why?
I mean, because, if you really honestly think about it, right, all AI is not bad. It's all not bad. It's all not bad because some of it can be efficient, some of it can help, some of it can help humanity. But if it takes over humanity, that's where you have the problem. And who controls the AI is the problem.
Do the pros outweigh the cons, though?
That's the question.
Like, I really don't understand how we can't see what's about to happen. We live in a world where folks can't even handle fake tweets. How they going to handle AI and ChatGPT? The lines of reality are already blurred. Now they about to be obliterated.
Yeah, he said that it was like Photoshop when Photoshop first came out, and people didn't know what Photoshop was, and eventually over time they figured it out.
No, we haven't.
He said this was like, yeah, we still haven't figured it out, but that's what he said in his testimony. But he said this is like Photoshop on steroids.
Wow.
And one of my main things that just upsets me is it's kind of like you get this brand new shiny toy and tell everybody to open it up and then say, oh, hold on, wait a minute, before you play with it, it's going to destroy humanity. This should have been done prior to developing the technology. In my opinion, you don't create it and then say, oh, it's a big mess. But I did want to give people a couple of tips because I did some additional research on how to determine if content generated is AI. And just a couple of tips. One is the length of extensive sentences. They're normally shorter sentences. The repetition of words and phrases, the lack of analysis and originality. So those are things you can look for when you're looking at content and if that stuff is AI generated.
None of that is going to work. We literally was passing around a fake Jerry Springer story all week long.
That's
you couldn't tell me that story.
Right.
You couldn't tell me that story wasn't real. We can't even handle stuff like that.
But that wasn't AI. That was him acting. Right?
I know it wasn't, but that's my point. We can't even handle stuff like that. How we going to handle AI? Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I seen that when his kids about Jerry Springer.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. I just be want to know, like, when they sitting around at the table and stuff, because they sit around at the table and they come up with these great ideas.
You talking about the powers that be?
Yes.
Them powerful white people?
Those people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just wondering, like, what just made them be like, okay, let's just do something that may destroy humanity, or you know what I'm saying, that can just shake up the world.
I don't necessarily think they thought like that. I think they thought like, hey, tractor trailers, there's a problem with a tractor trailer driver might be falling asleep. So let's create something where we can drive our own trucks and don't have to worry about it. Not realizing that you're taking so many jobs from truck drivers. Or if somebody's doing a heart surgery, if a doctor's hand is not as steady, we create a machine that makes a steady type of hand. I don't think they necessarily thought they were, destroying humanity.
The biggest issue is what Taz said. What was number 3, Taz? But they don't know how.
Number three is the 2024 election, and they actually played a clip during the testimony of what it sounds like when somebody's voice is endorsing someone else, and so they use that as an example. And so this actually got a lot of bipartisan support. So Republicans and Democrats are both at least on the same page with this, but it has not been a resolution at this time.
I've been saying this the last couple of months. If you thought you saw misinformation run rampant in 2016, if you thought you saw misinformation run rampant in 2020, wait till next year when you put ChatGPT and AI in the mix in the presidential election.
Well, that should be banned. Like if you use other people's voices and other people's anything without that, you should have to go to jail. If you use somebody else's voice as for a song or to say, you know, I promote that person, you should go to jail for that.
So you said Timberland should go to jail for the Biggie when he did the Biggie?
If you use somebody else's voice for not, yes, you should be in trouble for that. You should be able to get sued. That's not right. That's not right without getting the proper approval from the estate. I don't think Timberland was putting it out to get paid, but if anything like that's on iTunes, Tidal, or any of those things, and it's AI, no, they should be able to get sued.
How they gonna prove it? Like they gonna know?
I mean, some of it you gonna know is fake. Like when you hear Joe Biden say, "If you niggas don't know whether to vote for me or Trump, you niggas ain't black," you gonna know that.
But you never know. He almost said it on the show.
You never know, and that
you never know with Joe Biden.
That is your front page news. Now, Tess, we'll see you in a couple minutes.
Absolutely.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Ray.
Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is.
We live?
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, what's the word? Envy is mellow.
Mello, what's up? Where you been? I ain't hear from you in a minute.
Mello, where you been, stranger?
Yo, I'm not even gonna hold you. I broke my hand a little while back, so I've been recovering. But you know what I mean? We getting outside this week. You know me?
You said you broke your hand?
Yeah, bro.
How'd you break your hand?
Man, I got into a car accident, man. But I'm just happy I'm still here.
Word.
Well, God bless you, man.
Well, talk to us, Mello. What's up?
Soon. Nah, man, we need to stop with this AI stuff, bro. Like, the only AI we acknowledging is Allen Iverson. Have y'all not seen our robot? I do not want to go through that. Like, chill, bro. They using all this information they gained on us for future enslavement, and I'm not here for it.
Well, that's our fault, too, though, because we've been giving away all this free data for the last 20-plus years on social media. So if you think you haven't been cloned, you out of your damn mind.
Oh, nah, I've definitely been cloned. It's lit. We outside. You know the vibe. But just so you know, me and my clone, we locked in. Y'all better lock in with yours before it's too late.
I don't even know how Generation G could flip that to we outside, you know the vibes. Like, how did that turn into we outside, you know the vibe?
I don't know. Hello.
Yo, what up, DJ Envy? Charlamagne the God, good morning.
Morning. What's up? Get it off your chest.
So, I'm trying to get off my chest how all these good dads out here get drugged through the mud by their baby mamas, and we don't get the recognition that we deserve.
Okay. Well, shout out to all the good dads out there.
Yes, sir.
Father's Day coming up.
Everybody's doing their best, and you know, these mothers just be trying to do us dirty, even though we doing our best, and they be doing their thing on the side, and everybody just wants to forget about that.
You got a baby daddy, Erica?
Yeah, I got 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They good?
No.
Oh.
Damn.
No. Well, one of them trying to be, he better than what he used to be.
Oh, okay.
Since my daughter older now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How old is your daughter?
16.
Okay.
So you don't want to shout out, you couldn't shout out your good baby daddies?
Hell, I mean, no.
You can say hell no.
Oh, okay. No.
What makes a bad baby daddy, though?
Just when you're not providing.
Oh,
That's just a bad baby daddy. I went through so much.
But is he there, though? Does he take his daughter?
He there now.
Well, she's 16.
I don't did all the work.
Well, yeah,
you
but
know
she's
what I'm
16.
saying? I don't pay the daycare. He wasn't doing all what he doing now. But I still appreciate him being there now for and whatever their relationship is now. So.
They about to hit you up now because they know you getting that money. He about to come at you for some money.
Oh, they been trying to be slick, you know, popping up and being more active with my daughter. Like,
Okay.
I'm like, whoa. He gave you how much money? I couldn't believe it. I said I couldn't get nothing out of him.
Damn.
Nothing. Even when I stayed in my based on my income apartment, like it was like $2 a month. I was like, just give me $24 for, you know what I'm saying, for the next 2 years.
What? Damn.
I couldn't even get that.
You had an apartment for $2 a month.
Yeah. When I stayed on my based on my income apartment, yeah.
And they let you pay $2 a month?
It was $2 a month.
I didn't know they go that low.
$2 a month?
I paid $2 a month when I was on my based on my income.
What kind of apartment was it? Was it nice?
It was when I first moved out there.
Yeah.
You said based on your income. So what was your income?
0.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. And our co-host Erica Duchess is here.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
It's KG, bro.
KG, what up? Get it off your chest.
Envy. Let me ask you a question, bro.
Yes, sir.
If somebody calls and requests a song you never heard before, would you play it?
I don't pick the music that plays in the morning. I don't know if you realize that.
He is a DJ though. He does have
our program director.
No. He has a segment called the People's Choice Mix.
During my mix,
and during the People's Choice Mix, he claims to take requests. Don't let him lie to you like
during
that.
During my mix, yes, I do take requests. But what's up? Bob, talk to us. You a rapper?
Yeah, but man, y'all need to play more positive music on the radio, man. We got too much stuff going on here to keep supporting rappers who keep talking about killing all the time.
Like who?
Like who? Like me, for one. KG. There's a song called 9 to 5. I'm talking about work. I have a song called Take Your Butt to School. Talking to the kids, telling them to go to school. Nice songs. Playing. They're played around the world, you know. They on Spotify and stuff. But y'all need to play more positive stuff, man.
Like KG.
We need a better message out here.
KG, why don't you spit some
bars? I'm in
Louisville,
man, and it's killing every day. Huh?
I said, why don't you spit some bars while we got you on? Some positive bars in the morning.
That'll make you hard because your pants ain't get down to your shoes. That'll make you hard because you got a grill and rocket in the two. That'll make you hard. Trying to look up. When you're really not looking cool, you want to do something hard, homie, take your butt to school. Now go on to school and learn something. Don't be worried about being on the block trying to burn something, because while the other cats is on the block having to earn something, you'll be educated, having the power to earn something. This is for you young cats. Pay attention while I'm spitting it. The only thing dumb about education is like getting it. It's good to be smart. Be your every benefit, because you can be from the streets. You ain't got to live in it. Go. Tag your pants off the lingo and get a grill. But I promise, little homie, that don't mean that you being real.
All right.
You like a positive mumble rapper. Like, we know that there's a message there. We just can't hear it all the time. Some of it made sense.
Okay, so go look. Hey, I tell you what, Charlamagne, go look the song up online and listen to it, and then you tell me what you think.
Erica's a comedian. You made her laugh.
You got to be honest. It was trash.
It wasn't trash.
It was trash, man. It was trash. It was positive, but it was trash.
I can't call it trash. It's just like when somebody hand you a pamphlet of Jesus in the street. You can't be like, dang, this pamphlet whack. It's a pamphlet of Jesus. You know what I mean?
So you don't never throw it out?
No, hell no. I don't take it. Because I know I don't want to throw it out. I just be like, oh, no, thank you. I'm Muslim.
I'm Muslim. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is D from Orlando.
Hey, what's up, D? Get it off your chest.
Hey, man, I actually wanted to get something off my chest about the John Morant situation. Okay. And I think what Charlamagne touched on, I believe it was yesterday or the day before, they need to get some men around him who have successfully done it, and they need to go tour the league in the NFL, and they need to show John Morant all the wasted talent for those who have tried to play it off in the streets. He needs to see like where Delonte West went, where all these other talents that have went to the street.
Well, Delonte
West never came back.
Delonte West not a good example because he had mental health issues. But what I was saying was, you can't use the excuse that John Morant is young because there's too many of examples in the industry that he's in of people who've done it right. You know what I mean?
He has to want the help. Like you just can't say, okay, I'm a be your mentor. He has to want a mentor. He has to want somebody that's gonna help him out and guide him. Like you just can't put a guy in his car and be like, this the good guy. You can't. I mean, he's a grown ass man at the end of the day.
That's what I said.
He know right from wrong. And I at first when he first did it, I was kind of like being kind of sympathetic for him and stuff like that.
Sympathetic.
Yeah, that's
the word.
What you said.
Don't worry about it. We got you.
So, but the second time it's like I give up.
Yeah, because the first time was a mistake. The second time was a choice.
You know better.
That's it.
I wouldn't even have no gun in my car.
That's right.
Especially you getting money, you getting paid. I mean, you're an athlete. You know, people looking up to you. You have like sponsors and all this good stuff going. Like, bro, come on, just to be what you. I don't get it. I don't know if you want to be hard or image he trying to just make himself look like to other people. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really just that simple. And at the end of the day, there's nobody responsible for John Morant except for John Morant.
Yeah.
Not his friends, not his dad. Everybody talk about John Morant hanging out with the wrong crowd. Seems to me like John Morant is the wrong crowd.
Right. Because he doing it. Then nobody put no pistol to his head and be like, do this, bro. He doing it himself.
That's right.
Again, you did it again.
That's right.
Like, you don't care.
That's right. Well, Erica Duchess is here, our guest co-host, and get it off your chest, 800-585-1051. When we come back, we got to talk more John Morant. The NBA speaks about it, and John Morant, he releases a statement. So we'll talk about it when we come back in the room, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host, Erica Duchess, here. And let's get into some front page. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Chef G and Sleepy Hollow.
Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Right. On the Breakfast Club.
Now, on front page of the Daily News in New York City today, there's a picture of rapper Chef G. Now, rapper Chef G.
Who is Chef G?
I'm going to tell you, rapper Chef G and Sleepy Hollow have been arrested yesterday. If you don't know them, you might know this song right here.
I never heard this record in my life.
No?
No.
It's like a top 5 record.
Top 5 record where? In New York?
Everywhere.
I never heard this record in my life.
I never heard it.
Never heard Sleepy Hollow? Tiptoe.
I heard of Sleepy Hollow. I've heard of Sleepy Hollow.
Well, they were arrested yesterday, and we have the report of why they were arrested.
Prosecutors say those gang members shot at rivals in broad daylight and then bragged about it on social media. At the center of it all, 2 well-known rappers from Brooklyn. Rappers Chef G and Sleepy Hollow are accused of helping carry out violence against rival gang members in Flatbush and Crown Heights. Police say they are members of the Crips. The 2 rappers were among 32 alleged gang members charged today in a 140-count indictment. The DA saying the gang is linked to 12 shootings and 1 murder, which was caught on camera.
You know what's sad? I've never heard of Sleepy.
Sleepy Hollow, Chef G and Sleepy Hollow?
I never heard of Chef G. The only reason I heard of Sleepy Hollow is because didn't he get released from prison earlier this year?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, and yes, and they asked me to do an interview with him when he got released from prison. I never had heard of him until I was like, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, well, the kids very love him a lot, and he has a bunch of huge records that are on streaming. I mean, I think that record streamed like 125 million, 200 million records. So, but they were arrested yesterday. 21 guns taken off the street in a huge gang sweep. Yeah, they've been hit with the RICO.
Okay. But they did it themselves because they was on Instagram.
They did?
Didn't it say somebody went live?
I didn't hear that part.
By the way, I ain't heard that either, but it sounded about right in this generation.
Yeah, what you read it again? I thought I heard something say.
Well, they were charged with conspiracy to commit murder in the second degree and criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree. Play it again. Let's see if that's what was said.
Instagram.
Prosecutors say those gang members shot at rivals in broad daylight and then bragged about it on social media.
Yeah.
At the center of it all, 2 well-known rappers from Brooklyn. Rappers Chef G and Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, so they spoke about it on social media.
I done told you I don't even like to talk about these brothers when they get in situations like that because I wasn't talking about them before. I didn't even know who they were. You know what I mean? That's why I was glad J. Cole, addressed that on that new record, All My Life, on the Lil Durk record. He said something similar to that. Like, a lot of times these guys get killed or they end up in prison, and then we mention them. I wasn't talking about them before.
Yeah. On the front page front page of the paper. Now, John Morant released a statement yesterday. He said, "I know I've disappointed."
This is a goon report this morning.
I know I've disappointed a lot of people who have supported me. This is a journey, and I recognize there's more work to do. My words may not mean much right now, but I take full accountability for my actions. I'm committed to continuing to work on myself.
You didn't disappoint me. You disappointed yourself.
Right. You got a little girl.
That's
you know,
right.
you got your family.
That's right.
That's just crazy to me.
Like you throwing away money. You disappointing your generation of wealth. That's what you disappointing. You ain't disappointing us.
Yeah, now Adam Silver, who is the NBA commissioner, he spoke about this yesterday on ESPN. This is what he said.
We talked directly about the consequences first before we got to a subsequent potential to have done something wrong. We were very focused on the misconduct that was in front of us at the time. And frankly, most of our conversation was about how incredibly serious the first incident was of waving, a firearm on social media. Again, and the consequences there. An 8-game suspension was pretty serious and something that he, at least to me, seemed to take incredibly seriously. Honestly, I was shocked when I saw this weekend that video. Now, we're in the process of investigating it, and we'll figure out exactly what happened to the best we can then, but I'm assuming the worst.
What's crazy to me is everyone who keeps making excuses for John Morant. Like, how are y'all okay with watching this brother just throw his life away? All this money this brother is losing, all the potential, trouble and danger he's putting himself in, and y'all are making excuses for it? Instead of just, saying, hey, man, hold yourself accountable and let's really, really, really do better moving forward. He's not going to do better moving forward if there's not consequences and repercussions to his actions, and he has to hold himself accountable in a real way. Because if you think the NBA not about to come down hard on him, you out of your damn mind.
But you know what I was thinking about yesterday? So, he does have a right to own a gun, right? That is your 2A amendment, right? But as a basketball player, as rich as Ja Morant is, and as famous as he is, would he really want to shoot somebody?
I don't know.
Would he really want to risk it all instead of just paying for security?
But it's not even about just owning the gun. It is the string of incidents that Ja Morant has been involved in. It's not just these 2 times he's flashed guns on Instagram Live. And why are you just recklessly flashing guns? Do we not remember Plaxico Burress? Salute to Plaxico Burress, but remember that situation?
Well, he wasn't flashing the gun. He
just had it on him, and it went off.
And it went off, in that club.
You think something like that couldn't happen to Ja Morant?
Absolutely.
What are we talking about here?
Absolutely.
Even though he just got the gun, you already just thinking the worst. Perception is reality at times, So I just don't get it. Maybe y'all need to invite him up here to the show because y'all have this platform and men seem to open up a lot.
You said ain't no women calling up.
Ain't no women called up here today, none at all. I have not heard one woman vent today, and I know we be going through a lot. This man just called his baby mama done left him. I'm like, dang, bro, the other guy want to be a rapper. He like, man, play my music, bro. Like, what is going on?
Off air, Erica said, man, these men, this is a safe space for y'all because you and Charlamagne be showing y'all other side.
Yeah, y'all show y'all other side.
What's the other side?
Like today you picked up my purse and stuff with one finger.
No, who did that, Erica? It wasn't me.
Envy did that.
I was passing it to you.
No, you had passed me. You had walked all the way up here. I was sitting right there.
He was walking around with it with one finger.
One finger. He was loving it.
I hate y'all. All right. Well, that is your rumor report. When we come back, we got front page news. Teslin Figaro will be joining us, and then DJ Cassidy will be in the building, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club, of course, on BET.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
With audio titles on business, career advice, fitness, and more, Audible keeps you inspired. Whatever you're looking for, check out all the audio books, podcasts, and originals you could ever want, all in one place. Sign up for 30 days free at audible.com/Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host, Erica Duchess, joining us this morning. And let's get in some front page news. Now, some quick sports. The Nuggets beat the Lakers last night, 132-126. And the number one draft, he was getting the number one draft pick, will be the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, they about to draft that alien.
Yes.
Victor Wembanyama.
That's right.
I don't know how to pronounce that man.
He's from overseas. I think he's from France. He's 7'2", 7'3". He has like a 6'9" wingspan. Tall as hell. He can dribble. He can shoot. He gets busy, so it looks like San Antonio is going to be looking good next year.
Wow.
All right, now Teslin Figaro, good morning.
Good morning.
Now we got to jump right into it now. A sorority sues a U.S. university. Why?
Yeah, they are suing a university because a trans woman got aroused in their company. A group
What?
I was trying to go into my news voice. Charlamagne's so childish.
Talking about when they were doing the what's that?
She doing something with her fingers.
This thing when they be doing that.
When he's stepping?
Stepping?
When
they didn't. No, this was in the bathroom.
Oh, it's another one. Okay.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about.
it's another one.
All right.
A group of sorority sisters have filed a lawsuit against their college after a trans woman was granted permission to move into their sorority house. Now, one of the members has asked the sorority management to ensure that the house is preserved as a female-only safe space, and a number of members raised concerns about shared bathroom facilities, which have no locks. Now, Ms. Langford, who is 6 feet 2 inches, does not currently live in the house, but according to the residents, she has spent a significant amount of time there and has been granted permission to move in from September. The women that have filed the lawsuit claim that Ms. Langford has been visibly aroused in their company. They also said that they felt uncomfortable and in constant fear in the house when she was present. Now, here's what one of the members of Kappa Kappa Gamma had to say, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
Come on,
Man.
Are we going to hear the audio?
I can't.
Here's the audio.
It's a weird, gut-wrenching feeling that every time I leave my room, there's a possibility that I'll walk past him in the hall, whatever setting that may be in. And it's never a pleasant encounter. And that's the scary part. It's a weird feeling just to know that I could run into him anytime. full access to the house. But this just goes to show, like, we need women's spaces for that reason.
That is wild.
Man,
that is wild.
Go ahead, Eric.
No, what color is the trans?
I don't know.
I don't know. That it sounds like a white sorority.
Let's play a game.
Let's play a game of guess what race it is.
The sorority sounds like a white sorority. But could you imagine waking up in the morning and then the trans woman
It's
wakes
still
up in
a
the morning,
penis.
and then the trans woman has a woody, like
There's a
like,
penis.
like
That's what
most
I'm
men
talking
do in the
about.
morning, and then she.
Man, if you got a penis and you around women and you get sexually aroused, that penis gonna jump up whether you want it to or not. Okay.
Right, and it depends on the color. Cause the lady that was speaking, I could tell she was a white lady. So if the trans was kind of black and she's seeing that big old black like thing that you say that be rising,
The penis.
yeah,
Yeah.
that she probably get a little disturbed because it's probably kind of tempting too.
Taz, you said, did the sorority want the trans woman in the house, or did that law or whatever force them to have to bring her in?
This they actually admitted her to the sorority, and so this is actually someone that and they're having a back and forth with leadership. Leadership has said that basically, I'm paraphrasing, we treat everybody fair, and a trans woman should have an opportunity to pledge as well and be a part of the sorority. So that's the larger issue, and then I don't even say larger issue.
Larger issue.
Literally.
Guess what? That sorority shouldn't complain now. You get you get what you asked for.
Yeah, and you're going to see that a lot across the board, though, because there's been a lot of folks who have talked about, they've admitted a lot of gay folks to, male sororities. And, obviously you have gay people across the board. We all know that. But there's always been this slippery slope of what happens next when trans folks also want to be in sorority. So this person's actually a part of the sorority. But the problem was they said they don't feel like she should live in the house with them.
Yeah, I don't feel like the gay issue would be as complicated as the trans issue, because if you're a gay man, you're still a man, so you with a male sorority, you know what I mean? But it's the trans woman issue. You bring a penis into that sorority house, it's gonna be some woodies in the morning.
It's a trend. I'm confused because I just went to, they had in Atlanta for the Strength of the Woman festival. They had a proud ball. And that was my first time ever going to like something like that ever.
And you from Atlanta?
I'm from Atlanta.
And you ain't never been to a proud?
I ain't never been to no proud ball. And when I say they was like stunting, like dripped out, dressed to the T.
Yeah.
I mean, them girls was doing it, and I didn't see no print.
No print.
I didn't see nothing. I was looking.
And just to your point, Charlamagne, when you said you don't think the gay issue would be an issue, I just want to point out that speaking of Atlanta, in Morehouse, remember early on back in 2009, they had issues. It was a big issue about cross-dressing, about gay men coming to class in heels and purses or pocketbooks, as Envy calls it. So that has been something that they've talked about on appropriate attire policy as well. So you would think that it may not be an issue, but it has been, some concern.
It could be a distraction, I guess, is what you're saying.
I guess.
Yeah.
But,
by now.
Yeah, but if they don't have a dress code, it's hard to say what somebody can wear. If there's a dress code, you gotta stay with the dress code guidelines. But if there's no dress code and somebody wants to wear heels, they can wear heels.
They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Well, they never had a dress code for Morehouse men saying not to wear heels. So that's the whole thing, changing the dress code, and how do you change the dress code now to adjust to the diversity?
Yeah, dress code wouldn't bother me. But them hard penises just walking around, I can see how that can be a distraction to everybody involved.
But just imagine your daughter's in a sorority and there's a bunch of hard penises in the sorority house, but your daughter's telling you, I have a problem with this. Like, your daughter, the girl is saying, I have a problem walking through the hall and seeing a hard penis.
Well, I don't have no.
I want to know, why is it hard all the time?
What you mean? She got a penis around all these women.
But I'm saying, he hard. He don't like women though, like that. You don't like women.
Erica, you're not confusing me.
I don't know. Some trans like women. Yeah, no. To be a trans woman, it's trans women that like
he like
women.
doing like the stuff, like he ain't into like, what? You know that
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, woo, you know what I'm What is that?
Listen, I don't have no sympathy, as Erica said, for that sorority, because they knew what they
knew what they was getting into.
They got him in there, so don't be mad
That's
now
right.
because y'all don't. Somebody done did a flip or something, don't made him. I'm saying rise up.
And if you didn't know what you was getting into, you know now.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, that is front page news.
That's right. Make sure you check out Tesla and Figaro's podcast, the Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network.
All right. And when we come back, DJ Cassidy will be joining us. I'm sure you saw his Pastor Mike show on BET, and we're going to kick it with him next. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Who we got?
DJ Cassidy.
Cassidy, what's up, brother?
How are you, sir?
Blessed, black, and highly favored. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you, Envy?
I'm doing well.
I don't believe you're a real person, Cassidy. I believe you're artificial intelligence.
I'll take it.
You move very robotically. Like
I'll take that. I'll take that. Intelligence, anything with intelligence is a good thing.
True, absolutely.
I'll take intelligence.
So for people that don't know who DJ Cassidy is, who is DJ Cassidy? Where did you get your start, and what influenced you to be a DJ?
That's a great question. I asked my parents for turntables for my 10th birthday.
Now, where are you from for people that don't know?
I'm from New York City.
Where at New York?
I'm from the Upper East Side of Manhattan.
Okay.
I was always infatuated with hip-hop since as far as I can remember. And I wanted turntables as my way to contribute to the culture.
Now, what was your first artist? What was your introduction into hip-hop? Like, what made you start loving it?
So, oddly enough, I have a memory from when I was about 3 or 4 years old. And I was at my grandmother's house. I was napping in my stroller. And I remember waking up from that nap, and the movie Breakin' was on TV.
At what age?
3 or 4 years old.
You remember that?
I remember this.
Jesus.
I can actually picture it.
Okay.
And somewhere along the line, my grandmother recorded the movie for me. And I became infatuated with that movie. And, you know, for those who don't know, that movie is a West Coast movie. So kind of an odd, introduction into hip hop. But I soon thereafter became infatuated with Run DMC and Jam Master Jay. And then I learned about Grandmaster Flash, Kool Herc, and Africa Bambaataa. I was never into comic books or sports. So those three guys became like my superheroes. They were larger than life. And I was a hip-hop kid. And I asked my parents for 2 turntables and a mixer for my 10th birthday. DJ Cassidy was born. And I thought to embrace hip-hop, you had to unembrace everything else. And I only wanted to play hip-hop music.
Why DJing and not rap? Like, what made you go towards the DJing aspect?
To be honest, I don't know. I just became infatuated with that. I saw it, and it called me. And those same 2 Technique 1200s that I got for my 10th birthday are the same 2 I have today.
Oh, so your parents bought you Technique 1200s for your birthday?
Technique 1200s.
Jesus
at 10
Christ.
years old. And they're the same Technique 1200s that I have today.
I got Gemini's as my first turntable.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Was it difficult for you starting off DJing? Because people would look from the outside and say, well, he's not black. He's not from the culture. Was that difficult back then, doing those type of parties and venues and events?
You know, I don't think it was difficult. I just, I was always myself. I always wanted to contribute to the culture and to celebrate the culture. And I found that if I was true to myself and true to the music, that everything would pan out the way it was meant to be. And I think it did.
I was going to ask.
Did being white help you?
You know, it's a very interesting question. I guess my first answer is I don't know. I think when you're a fish out of water, sometimes you stick out. And when you stick out, perhaps it's easier to get attention at first. And then it comes down to how you deal with that attention and what you do.
I remember first hearing of you, didn't know who you were, right? But your attire and who you were, right? Because you were known around the city with the hat that you're wearing now and usually a bow tie. Was that something that you wanted to do? Like that was your thing, so you would stand out from everybody else?
Yeah. So the boater hat started a long time ago. At this point, I don't even remember when, not in my teens, but at some point in my 20s. I always wanted to look like something. I always thought that when you were on stage, that it wasn't only important how you sounded, but how you looked, because the people that I looked up to looked like something. If you draw a silhouette of Michael Jackson, you don't need any facial features.
That's real.
Everyone around the world recognizes an outline of his body based on his pants, which were short, and his hat sometimes, and the way he stood on his toes. And the same with Run DMC. And those were my idols. You know, you could draw them. You know, to this day, if an alien came from outer space and said, what is hip hop? Even through the evolution of hip hop, and style and fashion, I would still probably show them a picture of Run DMC. To me, that still looks like hip hop. Obviously, you know, it's completely evolved, you know, the way we dress and walk and talk, but I would still probably show them a picture of Run DMC.
You know, when you look yourself up or we Google you, one of the first things that says is you were founded by Diddy. So was Diddy the one that pushed you to the forefront? Were you founded by Diddy? Did Diddy find you? Explain that story, how you and Diddy's relationship is so good.
Puffy had a profound effect in my life. I was 19 years old DJing at a club in New York called Lotus on 14th Street and 9th Avenue. And it was the hottest club in New York. And I had just got a night there. But it was like the whack night in like the basement. And I was playing the whack room on the whack night on a rainy night. And it was like 3 a.m. and I'm playing the soul classics of the 70s and 80s. So for those who don't know what that means, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Prince, Luther Vandross, you know, Shaka. And Puffy comes out of the corner of the room and starts dancing by himself. And, you know, for a 19-year-old at that point in the year 2000, that's like, you know, everything. God just walked to the dance floor, the king of New York, the king of all parties, the king of hip hop. And I remember him dancing past 4 a.m. and the manager of the club coming up to me and saying, I assume you want to keep going. I'm like, yes. He walks out around 5 a.m, walks by the DJ booth and says, who's the DJ? I say, I'm the DJ. And he says, who's been here all night playing all these old records? I said, me. So he looked at me crazy.
Because you were white.
And young.
And young.
And young. Yeah, both, probably. And he wrote down his name and number, Puffy, and a 917 number on a napkin and said, call me tomorrow. So I was a freshman at NYU.
Did it have a heart on it too? Or just...
Stupid, man.
No, napkin, yeah. So I was so nervous to call. Finally, I called and I got a voicemail. It said, God is the greatest, beep. I stuttered through this message. I didn't know what I said. It was the most inarticulate message I've ever left in my life. So I said, you know what? He's not going to call back, but all right, it's a start. So went back to class, came out of the next class, and I had a voicemail from an assistant saying, hi, I'm calling for Sean Puffy Combs. Please call us back. So I took the train back to my mom's. I said, Mom, he called me back. I locked myself in a room. I called back, and I was like, hi, it's DJ Cassidy. I said, hold on, please. And he came right on the phone.
Wow.
He's like, yo, what's up, Playboy? I'm like, what's up, Puff? You know, like, I had no idea what to say. And he's like, how old are you? I was like, 19. I think I was 19. And he said, how do you know how to play those records like that? And I said, like what? And he goes, like you lived them. And I didn't know at the time what that meant. And now in retrospect, probably one of the greatest compliments I've ever received.
All right, when we come back, we got more with DJ Cassidy. You know him from his Past the Mic show on BET, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with DJ Cassidy. You know, he has the Past the Mic show on BET, and now he's taking it on tour. Who is the biggest person you've played for, would you say is?
Well, certainly Obama. I was the first DJ to ever play a presidential inauguration. I was the first DJ to ever play at the White House. I DJ'd Barack Obama's first inauguration, second inauguration, 50th birthday.
How was that call?
That kind of call was a evolution. You know, it wasn't him who requested me the first time, but by the second time, it was.
Got you.
You were the only DJ?
Only DJ at all these things. His 50th birthday at the White House, Michelle's 50th birthday at the White House, a random party at the White House with Prince just because they wanted to have a party with me and Prince. I mean, I remember getting a call from the social secretary of the White House saying the president is planning a party for the First Lady's 50th birthday, but he wants to make sure that you're available before we choose a date. I mean, mind-boggling phone calls.
Do you charge? How much do you charge
the president?
I don't.
Yeah, I was like, you can't charge Barack.
I don't.
I would.
I didn't.
You got the budget.
I didn't. You know,
how much would you have charged? Because I know it had to cross your mind.
You know, don't like talking about money.
Yeah.
But those, you know, I don't say those things lightly. You know, I spit them out. But those nights at the White House, of which there were over a dozen, were the greatest nights of my life. I mean, I remember standing in the red room next to the party room, calling my grandmother, saying, Mama, I'm at the White House in the red room. The president's about to announce me on stage. And she bursts out in tears. The most surreal feeling to be there.
Just to introduce you?
Yep. At his 50th birthday, Janelle Monáe performed. And like you'd imagine, ladies and gentlemen, Janelle Monáe. Janelle, thank you so much. This is so amazing. I'm bringing to the stage my favorite DJ, like that.
Damn, I thought D-Nice was Barack Obama's favorite DJ.
You have more than one.
I guess. It's a big compliment just to hand out to people. You know what I mean?
I mean, at his 50th birthday, I'll tell you a quick story. I get a tap on the shoulder. I'm about to go on, same night. Get a tap on the shoulder. Stevie Wonder wants to talk to you. So Stevie comes up to me and he goes, Cassidy, I want to surprise the president and jam with you. So I go, yeah, okay. He goes, I want to do Signed Sealed. Can you drop a beat for me? He straight up walks on this riser as the president's announcing me. No talk of what we're doing. I have nothing queued up in Serato. And the president's like, oh my God, I think we have a surprise. Stevie Wonder. And DJ Cassidy, you ready? And it happened. In 60 seconds, I'm thinking, what could I drop, loop, instrumental? What do I have for Signed Sealed Delivered? So I pull a Billy Squier big beat. Guys know what that is?
No.
Okay, Billy Squier was used for Run DMC Here We Go and for Jay-Z 99 Problems. Okay, so for those listening, it's a rock song from the 70s, but you know it from these epic songs, 99 Problems, Here We Go. The first 4 bars is the illest drum loop of all time. Similar tempo to Signed Sealed, whatever that is, 95 BPM, I don't know. I pull up Billy, this is all happening in 30 seconds. I pull a Billy Squier big beat. Chicka chicka boom, ba-ba, boom, boom, ba-ba, boom, ba-ba, and I don't have a loop set. So I'm actually going back and forth every 4 bars. Because you would just have a loop. I wouldn't have to do it live.
Right.
Nothing prepared. Stevie starts playing the chords to Signed Sealed Delivered. At that moment, I was like, I could die tonight.
Question, why not just play Signed Sealed Delivered as the DJ?
Well, he said drop a beat. I don't know. I got the impression he wanted some kind of cool improvisational. He didn't want to sing over himself. But yeah, you're right. In theory.
Got you.
I don't know. I got the impression that he would have looked at me like that's all you could come up with.
Yeah.
So I'm going table to table like Jam Master Jay did at the Funhouse in 1983 to the one recording of Here We Go by Run DMC, which is not a studio. It's like at the club. And I turn kind of like I pivot my face. I'm facing the crowd, but I pivot to my left. And it's Jay-Z, Chris Rock, and Spike Lee nodding their head like this. Boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, with that mean face we get in hip-hop when we love a beat. And I just go, this might be the greatest moment of my life.
Wow. And you was one of the people who, during COVID, you were innovative and you came up with the Pass the Mic concept.
Yes.
How did that come about?
So, literally about 3 years ago, I'm FaceTiming with my friend and mentor, Verdine White of Earth, Wind & Fire. And so we were FaceTiming in the pandemic, and it was late one night. And for those who don't know Verdine White, he's like the long hair guy in Earth, Wind & Fire, bass player, founding member, very fly. So he's sitting on his couch in like black silk pajamas or something. And the Earth, Wind song, That's the Way of the World, comes on my speaker. It's very low in the background. Hearts of fire, create love, desire. And Verdine starts singing along. Like just, oh, hey, my song's playing. And I got chills. That song gives me chills anyway, but it's like this crazy time in the world. And Verdine starts singing along and a light bulb went off. I was like, what if I could find a way to give people this feeling of connecting with their musical icons and heroes? And I immediately saw Pass the Mic. And I was like, Verdine, I got to call you back. And I called my editor and I'm like, Ian, if I sat at the turntables and dropped a record, could someone sing along in real time? And he goes, no, because they hear the music a few seconds later. So when you hear their vocal, it won't be matching with the music. I said, we have 24 hours to figure out how to make this work. And we figured it out. Everyone thought I was recording Zoom. You can't record Zoom. If you trigger the music on Zoom and the other person hears the music and sings, when you get it back, it's not going to be in time. So we cracked the code, and I started calling all my legendary friends of the 70s and 80s and put together Pass the Mic Volume 1 with all these icons of the 70s and 80s. And honestly, I pitched it to every website to premiere it. Just premiere it. We're not talking TV, put it on your homepage for an hour. Nothing. BET, Essence, Vibe, Complex, no one wanted it. And I sent the video to Steve Rifkin, who, for those who don't know, legendary music impresario, Loud Records, Wu-Tang Clan, Mobb Deep,
Fat Joe, Mobb Deep,
Akon, and a dear friend. He watched it, called me and said, this is going to change your life. And it did. And I put out Volume 1. After the first 3 episodes, there were over 100 artists on 3 episodes. Steve Rifkin bought it to Jesse Collins, and the next thing you know, it's a BET series of specials. And I did 7 BET specials of the show. And after 10 episodes, there were 220 iconic R&B and hip-hop stars on the show.
I'm glad you explained that because, a lot of people feel like you saw what D Nice was doing during the pandemic and you kind of jacked what he was doing to create Pass the Mic. But I'm like, I feel like they were doing 2 different things.
Yeah, it was 2 very different things with a similar spirit. and they were happening around the same time. And I started filming Past the Mic, I think, in April. I didn't premiere it till July. First of all, it took me 2 months to make. I had to figure out the technology. And then once I made it, I didn't know what to do with it. It's not like I had a YouTube page with like 1 million subscribers. So the spirit, I think, was very similar. The spirit using iconic hip-hop and R&B to bring light to people during a dark time. And no one did that better than him. What he did in his kitchen, started in his kitchen, was magical. You know, I've looked up to D for many years. I was a fan of D as a rapper before I ever met D. I met D in my low 20s, and we've had a friendship ever since.
Who started the hats? You're nice with those hats, too.
I couldn't tell you. I know when I started them.
Yeah.
But I don't know who started wearing fedoras first.
Yeah. Is the show still on BET, Past the Mic?
No. So after the 10th episode, I decided to end it. It was clearly time to take it on the road. So July 21st, I'm bringing the second installment in a series of one-night-only events to what I think is the most iconic concert venue, certainly in the country and probably in the world, Radio City Music Hall.
Wow.
Because hip-hop turns 50 on August 11th, I decided to unite 25 icons of the golden era of hip-hop all on one stage.
Who you got?
Big Daddy Kane, Dougie Fresh, Rakim, Slick Rick, Black Sheep, Brand Nubians, CL Smooth, Dana Dane, Lords of the Underground, EPMD, Foo Schnickens, Grandmaster Melly Melon Scorpio, Kid and Play, Cool Mo D, Curtis Blow, MC Search, MC Shan, Audio 2, Moni Love, Nice and Smooth, Onyx, Roxanne Shante, Special Ed, The Sugar Hill Gang, Tretch of Naughty by Nature, and special surprise guests.
Wow.
It's going to be historic. And if you grew up in our time, this is who we grew up listening to. You know, these are the artists that lie at the foundation of what became a global, world-changing culture.
Absolutely.
Well, Cassidy, we appreciate you, brother, for stopping through. And make sure you get your tickets July 21st, Radio City Music Hall. And thank you, brother.
Thank you for having me. Thank you both. It's an honor to be here. I want to thank the Black Promoters Collective, Steve Rifkin, Martel Cognac, and Power. I'm truly grateful and hope to see you all there. And thank you guys for doing what you do and for having me.
All right. Well, it's DJ Cassidy. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We get our guest co-host, Erica Duchess here.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, y'all.
Comedian, actress, and more.
All that.
All that. Now let's get to the rumors. Let's talk nice things.
Rumor has it. Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Right. On the Breakfast Club.
Nice things.
I said, let's talk nice things. Like, shout to her, you know, her R&B artist. For Mother's Day, she bought her mom some nice things. Bought her a Mercedes G-Wagon, which was her dream car.
Surprising my mom with her dream car.
All right, y'all, we better surprise my mom.
Ta-da! Oh my god! It's yours. Congratulations. You gotta press the button. No way. This is too much.
Which is so dope, man.
That's beautiful.
That's very, very beautiful.
What's the best thing you ever bought your mom? What's the biggest thing, rather? Have you ever bought your mom a car?
Yeah, my mom's not really into cars.
Have you ever bought your mom a car, Erica?
Yes, I did.
What you bought her?
I was so happy. A Ford Fusion. That's what she always wanted, a Ford Fusion.
Well, yeah.
During the pandemic, we got all that money.
Okay. I bought my mom a car before.
Yeah.
I sent my mom on vacations.
Honda Civic.
I bought my mom some wood. I wooded out her whole
wood. You bought her some wood? I don't think you should say that. You bought your mom some wood.
Hardwood, guys.
Damn. What's going on with your pops, man?
Come on now.
Hardwood floors. Y'all
you
know
need some of that pink horsepower? Yo, Cam, send Envy Pop some of your pink horsepower.
And y'all know how much
crazy.
Hardwood floors.
What was his name?
You know what? F you.
You were thinking so hard. And the only thing you came up with was wood. I bought my mom some wood.
It's hardwood.
I'm like, come on, bro. Don't do me. What's her name? What's your mama name?
Mama Janet.
Don't do me Janet like that. And my mama name Jeanette. Hey.
No, but you know, Forget.
You probably knew she was going through something. I hope your dad not listening.
No, take the carpet out and you put hardwood throughout the whole house.
Yeah, I know it.
You know what? Forget y'all. And shout to Cash Doll. Cash Doll bought her mama a Lexus truck, so congratulations to shout to Cash Doll for Mother's Day.
Yeah, I love Cash Doll.
Angela Simmons bought her boo a Tesla truck. Angela Simmons bought Yo Gotti a Tesla truck for his 42nd birthday yesterday.
What? He 42?
42.
Okay.
I think they said 42.
Yeah, Yo Gotti got to be.
He about 42. Yeah, so congratulations to and happy birthday to Yo Gotti.
I love that. That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah,
those were nice things.
Those are nice things, yeah.
Tesla's nice and expensive.
Mm-hmm.
What was the holiday? Oh, Mother's Day. Okay.
Mother's Day was Sunday and Gotti's birthday.
And Gotti's birthday, okay.
Yes.
Oh, he a Taurus.
Now, Rick Ross might be having some problems with his car show.
You can't wait to report this. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Rick Ross might be having some problems with his car show at his crib in Fayetteville County, Georgia. It seems like the car show has been denied permits to actually have the show.
Who you called yesterday, Envy? Who you called? Who you called? Tell the truth. Who you called?
Now, they're reporting that, the neighbors were pretty upset because they said there was a lot of traffic brought to the area last year, and they said it brought the traffic to a complete standstill.
I can see you eating the banana top. I don't like this. I'm going to drop a dime on this.
It did. I stay up the street from Rick Ross.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you live in that neighborhood? Mm-hmm. So when the car show, is it a problem?
It was horrible.
Damn.
According to documents obtained by XXL, the permit was denied on Tuesday, yesterday, May 16th, by the county because it is not in compliance with the Fayetteville County zoning ordinance.
Now, as a resident of the neighborhood, Erica.
Mia or her?
Erica. Why was it horrible?
First of all, it's on Old National. I don't know if you're familiar with Old National. Like, Fayetteville, that part of Fayetteville turns in, it's a part of Old National.
Okay.
And the street is so narrow. It's just one little street, like one long street. So all those cars, it's nowhere to go. It's nowhere to put them. Like, even though it's a parking lot like across the street from where Rick Ross stayed, like it's a plaza. It be so full. They already be full by, like, I think people be staying there overnight.
Damn. So if you're just trying to get home, like, it might be trouble with you just trying to get to your house.
Yes.
Damn.
Because it's just one little, like, this just one street. And all the cars parked on the side, parked on the other side. Then you got trucks, you got vans, food trucks.
Yeah.
So it is kind of hard. But I mean, I hate that for him because it do be lit. It be lit.
I heard he's still doing it,
But Ross said he going to do the show regardless.
Breaking news. The Rick Ross Car Show, June 3rd, goes on. It must goes on. It's a private event on private property with VIPs, and you're invited. Tickets still available online. It's going to be a beautiful event. Shout out to the beautiful city of Fayetteville. The success feels so much better when you go against everybody. Oh, man, it's nothing like when you winning and know you did it without them.
Now, can he do it without a permit? Because, I mean, like he said, it is his private property, right?
I don't know.
Well,
That's
he
something
said a
between him and
private
the city.
location in a private. I think he probably just going to do it somewhere else.
Oh, got you.
Because you don't want to mess with Fayetteville police. That's just like...
Yeah, but my car show in Memphis is still going down at the same venue, same place. It is May 28th in Memphis. We're going to have calls from Young Dolph, calls from 50 Cent, Key Glock, and myself. And then Houston, we're doing it at the same venue. We're not moving at the NRG Stadium as well. The Drive Your Dreams Car Show, Father's Day weekend.
But why are you smirking when you say that?
I'm not smirking.
I mean, I'm late to. I mean, I'm new here, so is there some tension with you and Ross?
No.
Play the clip from yesterday, Ray.
No.
I mean,
Play the clip from Ross on.
I mean, let me know.
I'm gonna give you some context, Erica. Play the clip from Ross on Drink Champs, Ray.
It's something because you so happy, like
happy.
You were so happy.
I'm
when you
always
said
happy.
The good brother Rick Ross. The good brother Rick Ross was on our good brother Nori and EFN Drink Champ show. This what happened, Erica. Listen.
This is not one of those car shows where you come and if you win, they give you the $50 plastic trophy and you go home. No. This is where you get the network, really boss up the chains and the keys that I'm giving you. This is damn near 6 figures that I'm gonna put.
Oh, so someone wins a prize?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, we got big boys coming from out of the country.
Right.
From all over in the U.S.
Right.
So it's gonna be a real huge event.
How many cars do you think you're gonna have?
I know we expecting close to 7,000 people.
Damn. Wow. Wasn't you and Envy battling at one point?
Nah, Envy was never on my level. No, I wouldn't do that to Envy. I rock with Envy.
I mean, is he being honest? I mean, do you give away plastic trophies? I mean, did he got a point, Envy? I mean, what prizes do you give at your car show? I mean, I just want to know, do he have a point?
Answer Erica's question, Envy. Does he have a point?
Duchess, no, we don't actually give away trophies. Ours is more community based. So if your mother's Ford Fusion, what you give your mom?
Yeah, Ford Fusion.
If she wanted to put her car in the show, she could. If Charlamagne's mom wanted to put the Honda Civic in the show, she could. It's not just about balling. It's about, your first car that you ever got that you put your money and your time to. We want to see those cars. We're going to have the Ferraris and Bugattis, but it's a little bit of everything. So we don't do trophies.
Okay.
Oh, so he was right. You not on his level.
No. We're totally two different levels.
Yeah, that's what he was.
We're totally two different levels.
So he was right. Y'all not even on the same level because how he talking, those type of cars can't even come on his yard.
He also charges $500 to get in.
Who, on Ross?
Yes.
Oh, so y'all most definitely. So mine
is for the people.
Oh.
Kids 5 and under free. My ticket prices start at $19.99.
So he wasn't chumping you off?
Yeah, but he might not have. He
just said I wouldn't even do Envy like that. We ain't even on the same level.
Nah, but on the real, man, I hope Ross works it out. They should be able to.
What you mean on the real? We've been on the real the whole time.
They should allow.
Nobody wasn't never on the real.
I joke back.
Nobody wasn't never on. Me and Erica ain't never been out on the real.
I joke back and forth with Ross, but I'm just saying. I mean, we're joking about Ross, but I want Ross to be able to have his show. Shout out to Ross. He supports my show. He gives me cars for my show. We play and go back and forth, but I want Ross to be able to have his show. That's his property.
After you do your next 2 car shows and he do his car show, y'all need to do a car show together if you want to.
Right.
If he would come down to your level.
I don't think we could.
What?
Because mine is more about family.
All right, go to commercial.
You know what I mean?
He got that look in his eye. He got that look in his eye. Go to commercial.
No, because mine is more about family. He has artists, he has performers and things like that. I stay away from that. I want kids. I want to make sure it's a family fun.
A family
I want the kids 5-year-olds. I want your kids to play my kids and gaming. Like it's totally 2 different things.
Even though Screech told me you be selling pre-rolls in the back, but I ain't got nothing to do with it.
I definitely don't sell no pre-rolls in the back. What are you talking about? It's a kid family event. What you talk about?
Well, that's good.
And
you
it's
do
very
that
safe.
every year?
I do 4 a year.
Oh.
So I do Memphis this year. I'm doing Houston. We're doing Atlanta, and we're doing New York.
Oh, so you do it like 4 times?
That's right.
Oh, so you kind of. Okay,
Ross. I said I'm on a bigger level.
Ross, I mean, he doing it 4 times.
Talk that talk, Erica Duchess. Drop that bomb. Take it again.
4 times a year.
Drop a bomb.
You know what I'm saying? 4 times a year. While you just doing it 1 time at your house. I mean,
oh what?
1 time at his house. I mean, you gotta go to Florida with it, Ross.
Erica, how you get into this? Stop.
I know, right?
Stop.
Yeah, let me go, because he stay right down the street from me. He might see me somewhere. I'm just playing.
All right, well, Charlamagne, we give you a dog.
You say congratulations, Rose.
Oh, man. We give you a doggy too.
Hey, 4 after the hour, man. We need the University of Wyoming and Kappa Kappa Gamma chapter to come to the front of the congregation. We like to have a word with them.
The what?
No.
Wyoming's Kappa Kappa Gamma chapter.
Okay.
That's what they say they call it.
That's not what you said. But
I didn't go to college. What I said?
I don't know what you said, but it wasn't the Kappa.
Kappa Kappa Gamma.
It was
chapter.
Gamma. All right. We'll do it when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
With audio titles on business, career advice, fitness, and more, Audible keeps you inspired. Whatever you're looking for. Check out all the audio books, podcasts, and originals you could ever want, all in one place. Sign up for 30 days free at audible.com/Breakfast Club.
Donkey of the day, yeah, you dumb ass. You get donkey of the day, yeah, you dumb ass.
You are a donkey.
It's time for Donkey of the Day. Donkey of the Day, huh? I'm gonna fatten all that shit around your eye.
They want this man to throw them blows, man. They waiting for Charlamagne to tap these gloves. Let's go.
They had to make a judgment of who was going to be on the Donkey of the Day. They chose you.
Yes. The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Yes, Donkey of the Day goes to Wyoming's Kappa Kappa Gamma chapter and the University of Wyoming. If you haven't heard, they are being sued by their own. Yes, 7 members of the Kappa Kappa Gamma chapter are suing the Kappa Kappa Gamma chapter and the University of Wyoming after a trans woman was granted permission to move into their sorority house. I can't make this kind of stuff up. These young ladies went on Megyn Kelly to discuss. Let me hear some of it.
Imagine what it was like for you gals, Hannah, in there dealing with this obvious man, but also one who's clearly getting aroused by just being around you. Can you give us some idea of what that felt like for you?
It's a weird, gut-wrenching feeling that every time I leave my room, there's a possibility that I'll walk past him in the hall, whatever setting that may be in. And it's never a pleasant encounter. And that's the scary part. It's a weird feeling just to know that I could run into him anytime, full access to the house. But this just goes to show, like, we need women's spaces for that reason.
Now, the reason I'm giving the Wyoming chapter of Kappa Kappa Gamma and the University of Wyoming the donkey of the day is because the leadership of the sorority reportedly, allegedly, according to the lawsuit, told members that if they have issues with Miss Langford, that they can just drop out. That's not how any of this should work. Okay, this is when I don't understand inclusion, because I thought inclusion meant creating a safe space for everyone. I thought inclusion meant making everyone feel comfortable. Is it really inclusion if you make the trans woman feel comfortable and safe but disregard the feelings of the other woman? The other women in the sorority? These women told Megyn Kelly that they understand that trans women need to be protected and have their own space. I believe majority of us feel the same way, but the women argue that trans women such as Miss Langford moving into their house is not the answer. Look, I don't know what the answer is, but I don't understand how we live in a society that screams, listen to women, believe all women, but then a group of women are telling you this makes them uncomfortable to have this young lady walking around with a hard penis, and we just tell them if you don't like it, then drop out. Why can't we have a conversation about this? Okay, I can totally understand the sorority accepting the trans woman into the sorority, but then after having this trans woman in the sorority and at the sorority house, if the woman in the sorority are saying, hey, you know, we are coming out the shower with just towels on, and this trans woman is just staring at us, and these women are saying this young lady is visibly aroused, they can see a little poke coming through, and that makes us uncomfortable, how are we then willing to punish the women that are complaining? Shouldn't we be listening? Shouldn't we be trying to figure out a way to include everyone without excluding anyone? You can't promote diversity and inclusion, but then not include everybody. Okay, this feels like nobody cares about, trying to do what's right. It just feels like everyone wants to push an agenda. And if several women are to the point where they are suing their own sorority and their own school, and they are going on a press run to discuss their issues, then maybe we should listen. Okay, in the lawsuit, the plaintiff alleges that Miss Langford is sexually interested in women and uses Tinder to meet them, and witnesses cited in the complaint said they've seen Langford sitting alone in private areas of the sorority house where she can get a close look at women walking by and she has a visible erection. Sometimes a pillow sits on Langford's lap. By the way, that is an OG man move. All right, there's nothing worse than getting an erection. Okay, well, you're not supposed to get an erection and praying nobody asked you to come here. Okay, so then you got to stand up and figure out what to do with your penis. So if there's a pillow around, you're going to grab it to cover that thing up. But that's not what I'm trying to get across here. All I'm trying to say is, you want to accept everybody, I get it. Okay, you want to accept Miss Langford, I get it. But when several members of the sorority start to feel like it's starting to get harder and harder and harder and harder to be around Miss Langford for all these reasons they addressed in this lawsuit, can we at least listen and have a discussion without them allegedly being told if you have issues with Miss Langford, you can just drop out? Come on. We're smarter than that, right? Please give Wyoming's Kappa Kappa Gamma chapter the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yee-haw.
Maybe this lawsuit will, make a conversation happen. Maybe this is the only way to have a conversation. I don't know.
Well, can they require her to wear like different types of underwear or pants that covers the erection or something? Or maybe not, I don't know.
No, just tape it up.
Nobody tapes it up. We don't tape ours up. Nah, we use the elastic around the sweatpants
and put it to the side.
Hold it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about like trans though. They tape it up.
Oh, okay.
Because he's a trans
woman.
Yeah, trans woman. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, just
tape it.
I don't know.
All right. Well, Thank you for that donkey today.
Yes.
BET. We'll see you guys some more. Shout out to everybody on BET. Erica Duchess say peace to BET.
Peace to BET.
All right. Everybody else. All right, let's. We spoke about something a little earlier this morning, and we wanted to go to Breakfast Club Court.
We got to take Pastor Jamal Bryant to Breakfast Club Court.
Yes.
All right, now if you're not aware of what happened,
well, first of all, we got to set up Erica first.
Well, I'm gonna open up the phone lines.
Okay.
800-585-1051. I want to hear your thoughts on what you think, because we're gonna take this pastor to Breakfast Club Court.
Pastor
now,
Jamal Bryant.
Erica Duchess, break
Erica
down
is
to
a
the
member
people.
of the Ha Ha Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Long live OG Clay. That Clay took Erica under his wing. And, Erica's been opening it up for Lil Duval for a long time now. And so this is what happened at OG Clay's funeral.
Yes. So at the funeral, Pastor Jamal Bryant did the eulogy, right? And while he was talking, usually they give people like a list of things of the person that had passed away to talk about.
Correct.
But I don't know if he got the correct list of what, or he didn't know what funeral it was, because no, during the whole sermon he was talking about Donald Trump.
Why?
We do not know why he was talking about Donald Trump for a long time.
At OG Clay?
At OG Clay. And Clay didn't even like Trump.
Clay wasn't political like that, no.
At all. So we didn't get it. Then he was quoting a lot of people that's not our color, quotes and stuff.
A lot of white man quotes, you
yes,
said. Do you remember any of them, Eric?
Yeah, not at all.
Okay.
And then they had them hot, because they had the big screen up there, right?
Yeah.
So they were highlighting them and showing them with the white man picture on there.
Okay.
So everybody, we all looking at each other like, what is going on? Then he got real into it. He like, and Clay been married to his wife for 20-some years. Then they showed the picture of Clay and supposed to be his wife. It wasn't even his wife.
Lord have mercy,
Jesus
Pastor
Christ.
Jamal Bryant.
Yes.
I
I don't know what Jamal was on or what. We say, well, he bombed. He bombed.
You said he bombed the eulogy.
Yeah,
and
he
T.I.
bombed.
gave him the light.
T.I. gave him the light. And when you bomb, in the coming world, that mean you didn't do good, and the person that went before you, they they outdid you.
Okay.
Open the phone to the jury.
So what is the question?
Should Pastor Jamal Bryant give some of the money back from the funeral?
All right, well, that is the question. 800-585-1051. This pastor, he had his own agenda. Instead of talking about the OG
and
Clay.
Pastor Jamal Bryant is our guy. He can call up if you want to.
He can call. I want to know who funeral he thought he was preaching at.
All right, well, we'll talk about it. 800-585-1051. He had conversations about Donald Trump. He posted the wrong woman. Should he have to give some of this money back? And we'll get to...
All jokes aside, is he just wrong? I'm just joking about the money part. Is he just wrong? Do y'all think he was wrong?
I
most definitely.
I don't think she was playing with I don't think Erica was playing about the money.
Right, well,
we'll talk about it when we come back. Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host, Erica Duchess, here. Yes. Now, if you're just joining us, we are in Breakfast Club Court. Not for Erica, because she actually went to a funeral. Shout out to the rest in peace to the OG
Clay Evans, man.
Yes.
If you don't know who Clay, he was a management team to T.I. and Duval and Erica. And we're asking, we're taking his pastor to Breakfast Club Court because during his eulogy, the pastor kind of went left, right?
He went all the way left.
I ain't never heard nobody say pastor bombs.
He bombed. My pastor bombed before. We went to church one day. We were like, nah, that wasn't it, pastor.
Okay.
They pastors, because you really like motivational speakers and stuff like that, and it can go bad.
So what did Pastor Jamal Bryant do that you didn't like?
He was talking about Donald Trump going to jail, doing Clay funeral at Clay funeral.
Okay.
Then he was talking about how long Clay been with his wife. And he was saying like, that's unfair nowadays. Who been with a woman 25 years?
Me?
Clay Evans. And then they showed the picture of Clay Evans and a woman that wasn't his wife.
Damn.
So we don't know we were all like, what in the world?
So did anybody say something to Pastor Jamal?
I wanted to, but only person that stood up and did something was Tip. Tip gave him the light.
I'm sure Tip said something to him.
No, he didn't say nothing to him.
But this is the first time Pastor Jamal is hearing that he bombed.
No, cause a lot of put on his comment when he posted. When he posted it on his page.
Well, Pastor Jamal a good guy, man. Pastor Jamal, if you out there listening and you want to call in, man, feel free to. Let's go to the phones.
All right, let's go to the phone. Hello, who's this?
This is 20 from Wyandotte, New York.
Hey, Mama. Good morning, Mama. What's your thoughts?
My thought is you should give him the donkey of the day like I gave that Kappa person.
Come on.
Damn, they must give him donkey today.
Yeah.
Thank you, mama.
And that's her mama right there said that.
That's right. Hello, who's this?
Hello, Victoria.
Hey, Victoria. Good morning. What do you think about the pastor? What do you think?
Pastor Jamal Bryant.
That's so messed up. Like, he needs to give all the money back.
Come on now.
He needs to give all the money back.
For the funeral?
All the money back.
I don't know. Did the pastor get the money for the funeral? I don't think the pastor.
That's someone's funeral.
They do. Pastors get money for the funeral. I don't know if they paid him. But
Pastor Jamal Bryant be giving some good sermons though.
He do.
He might have just had a bad day.
He be doing his thing. I don't know if because T.I. with that. I don't know. Cause him and T.I. don't had a little run in before.
They have?
Yeah, well, he was talking about Tip had went to church some one day and he passed the collection plate around 5 times.
He wanted T.I. He wanted to make
That's
sure
funny. You see a celebrity be like, let's pass it around one more
he
time.
Yeah, that collection plate went around 5 times.
Damn.
So.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Nisha. I'm from Atlanta, so I know all about this. Like,
Talk to us, Nisha.
Okay, let me let you know. First off, let's get things first. This is Scam Atlanta, home of the scammers and the finesses. If you've been here long enough, you're going to get a little finesse skills. Pastor Brian thought he could be like, I'm going to do this. And he just finessed it. He got the assignment 24 hours ahead of time. He didn't do his research. The most you could have done is have the right pictures and everything. Like, come on, dude.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. The right picture is the most egregious thing I heard.
That's wild.
Lord have mercy.
Yep.
I know Clay's wife was mad.
Yeah, we all was like, who is that? And then we found out later on it was a lady who Clay did a podcast with back in South Carolina.
No, stop it. Stop.
I'm
I'll fight you right now.
South
Carolina?
No, for real. When Clay was doing, like, he stayed in South Carolina and he used to work there. He was on a podcast, and it was one of the ladies from the podcast
No,
that he posted. Real big.
Bro, that's wild. Could
Real
you
big.
imagine that picture go up and it ain't your wife?
And it wasn't. We all like,
And I'm sure y'all didn't know who it was at first.
Didn't nobody know. We had to do our own research.
Lord
there was so
have
much
mercy.
going on at Clay funeral, man. Like, Clay was y'all know he was a character
Absolutely.
too. Now he was so funny. So I know he was up in heaven just laughing.
Dying laughing.
But I felt like he wanted me to say something. I felt like I was supposed
So
to
what would you have
Pastor-
said? So say it now. What would you have said?
I just want to tell Pastor Jamal Bryant. I wanted to say, bruh, stop. He ain't even like Trump. That's what I want to say, and not to be rude to nobody else in here. He really didn't even like white people. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
For real, I really wanted to say that. Like, I was cringing, like boiling in the inside. And I was already going through something while I was there, right? I had dyed my hair like the night before, right? And got my hair done and stuff. But I had an allergic reaction to the dye. So my hair was like just like puffing and stuff like from the dye. So I was already dripping like pus coming out my head.
Pus?
Like some kind of pus.
Why you ain't
wet
wear a
stuff.
hat or something?
No, I was trying to be. I thought it was gonna be cute. It didn't start to Pastor Jamal Bryant start preaching.
So you blaming Pastor Jamal Bryant for your head puffing up? Man, stop.
Because I was boiling. In the inside. So I think he did. I think he caused the reaction.
Can we call this pastor?
We need to.
I'm
Cause I just
I'm
want to
texting
know
with him
why.
now. Pastor Jamal Bryant, he just tuning in. I'm gonna see if he want to call.
And I know he a good pastor. Because my mom used to love him. You know, he would mess with Tweet and stuff like that. You know,
mess with what?
With Tweet.
The artist Tweet?
They used to go together.
Tweet the singer? You just saying all type of stuff about Pastor Jamal Bryant. I don't know what Erica talking about now.
He go with Tweet. He'll tell you he went with Tweet.
For real, with Tweet, he had a running with T.I.
Oops, there goes my shirt.
Missy girl.
Yeah.
Tweet, him and Tweet dated.
I ain't know that.
Everybody know that.
Okay.
Google it.
All right. Erica Duchess is here. She's our guest host. 800-585-1051. We in Breakfast Club Court. We're going to see if we can get this pastor on the line. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Everybody, it's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest host, Erica Duchess, here. Now, if you just joined us, Erica was telling us about a pastor at a friend Clay's
Not
funeral.
just a pastor. This Pastor Jamal Bryant. Pastor Jamal Bryant ain't no joke now. Let's not act like it's just some pastor now.
Well, Erica Duchess said that he bombed and he posted the wrong picture, and we put him in Breakfast Club Court.
Yes.
But we got his number, so we're going to call him.
Let's call Pastor Jamal Bryant.
Since that's your homie, I'm going to let you leave.
Yeah, I met Pastor
but
Jamal
you got to
Bryant.
ask him, can he talk on air? We can't just put him on air.
I'm familiar with Pastor Jamal Bryant. You know, he did a sermon based off Lil Duval's song, Black Men Don't Cheat. You know, the joke Carlos Miller made that Duval turned into a song.
Yeah, right.
He did a sermon about that, but then also I met him. I don't know if that was the first time meeting him, but I met him at the Black Effect Podcast Festival that I did in Atlanta a couple weeks ago. He came to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, you got to ask permission. We just can't put him on air, so you ask permission before.
All
right, let's do it.
Hello.
Pastor, what's up, brother? This Charlamagne. Listen, if you don't want to be on the air, we understand, but I got to at least give you the opportunity to speak your piece this morning.
But tell me what happened.
Erica, tell it. This is Erica Duchess. Erica is from the Ha Ha Mafia. She was one of Clay Evans' comedians. She opens up for Little Duval, and she was at the funeral. And her words was that you bombed the eulogy. Tell them what happened, Erica.
Yes, Pastor. We just all want to know why, when you was doing the eulogy, why were you talking about Donald Trump going to jail?
And what else? You said
and you were quoting all the white men
those white men quotes.
Yeah, the white men quotes and stuff like that. And then when you was talking about Clay wife, you said Clay been with his wife 20 years. Who been with that? Who been doing that? And then when you showed the picture, it was Clay and another woman.
Oh yeah, put me on.
Okay, go ahead, Pastor. You on?
Good morning.
Good morning, Pastor Jamal Bryant on the air this morning, y'all.
Good morning, Pastor.
Good morning, Charlamagne, and good morning, Erica. There was an old cartoon that said listening is fundamental. It was right after reading is fundamental. I opened up talking about Donald Trump being a bad man and Clay being the polar opposite of that. So it was not disjointed. He was the framework of what we ought to be as black men is counter to who Donald Trump is.
Okay.
Secondarily, the picture that was shown was a mistake of our media department. All of the pictures that we posted was sent from the family. So we made a mishap in technology. Obviously, it was not out of intention. But we did our absolute best to try to represent in excellence. If we failed the family in doing so, then I'll take the L. Obviously, that was not the intention.
Now, Erica said T.I. gave you the light, like you was a stand-up comedian on stage. Said T.I. gave you the light to get off the stage. Is that true, Pastor Jamal Bryant?
No, sir.
He probably didn't know what it was.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
Pastor probably didn't know what it was.
No, Erica, I've seen it. I've seen you perform, so I know what that is.
Oh.
I will let you have that, Pastor, because I know you probably a little mad right now.
Pastor want to smoke.
But you really bombed though. You ain't been in no Erica Duchess show because I don't do that.
Pastor's DJ Envy. Did you bomb the eulogy, Pastor?
You bombed. Go ahead and give him the music.
I don't think that I did. What I do, Charlamagne, is preach. So I know how to do that.
Oh no, I told him you were I told him you a damn good preacher. I told him you a damn good preacher.
Preacher be bombing too.
If I didn't meet Erica standard, I'm gonna do better next week.
It just went me. It was like everybody.
Eric, he said pray for. We're gonna pray for him.
I will.
Hey, Pastor, next time you're in New York, you got to pull up to the Breakfast Club. We'd love to have you, brother.
I'm coming. I'm tired of y'all thinking Bishop Jake's the only preacher out here. There's still another one.
We waiting on you.
Make sure you come to my show though, for real. Make sure you come to one of my comedy shows.
I'm coming, Erica. All y'all got is tickets.
Oh, y'all got his tickets.
Damn.
Pastor going in. Pastor going in.
Pastor shooting at you.
Man, go on and get it out, because that's how we felt after the funeral.
I'm going to see you at the airport when you come back.
All right, Pastor. Pastor Jamal Bryant, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, well, what's the moral of the story?
I don't think there was no moral of the story.
He's still going to court. Lock him up.
He's still going to court, lock him up.
Oh, man.
All right, thank you for the pastor for checking in. All right, when we come back, we got your rumor report. We got to talk Barack Obama, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Our guest co-host, Erica Duchess, is here. And let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Barack Obama.
Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the rumor report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Yes, on the Breakfast Club.
Now, Barack Obama was doing an interview, and he was asked about a comment the former First Lady made, Michelle Obama, when she did an interview. I think she sat down with, I'm trying to think who was part of that interview. Angie Martinez was there. Kelly Rowland was there.
Yeah, I definitely know it was Angie Martinez. It was for Revolt.
Yeah, it was for Revolt.
Angie was leading it.
I can't think who else was there.
I don't remember.
I'm sorry for those sisters. But she talked about how she couldn't stand Barack Obama for like 10 years.
People think I'm being catty by saying this. It's like there were 10 years. Well, I couldn't stand my husband.
You do say that. You say
10 years. And guess when it happened? When those kids were little, right?
Yeah.
Right? Because, you can be all great individually when you're just married. You got your life, he's got his, you come together. It's all, ooh, good to see you, bye, take it easy. And then you have kids.
Not take it easy.
Take it easy. You're traveling, that's great. Good. I get to hang out and watch the TV I want to watch.
Right.
But the minute we had kids, it was like, where are you going? And how far? And you start measuring, it's like, how many diapers did you change? And, oh, you're golfing? Oh, you got time? Oh, you got time to golf? How you at the gym all the time?
Right. Well, Barack Obama, he responded to when she did that interview, and this is what he said.
It sure helps to be out of the White House and to have a little more time with her. What also helps, though, about children. And I don't know about your spouse. When our girls were growing up, that was priority number 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Of course.
So I did not fully appreciate, I think, as engaged of a father as I was, the degree of stress and tension for her, knowing that not just me and Michelle were under scrutiny and in this strange environment, just wasn't normal. Now that they're doing good, she is a little more forgiving of all my flaws. She says, what she's told me is, looking back, you did okay as a dad.
He did okay.
I mean, he was president for 8 years. That's not like a regular job.
Not at all.
He's the president of the United States of America, the leader of the free world. Yeah.
Well, they celebrate their 31st anniversary.
Can I get a little grace for that?
Maybe. Just a little bit. You ain't changed the Pampers, though.
I mean, damn.
Well, like I said, they celebrate.
Trying to change policy and legislation. I don't got time to change Pampers right now.
Change the Pampers.
Lord have mercy.
You ain't take you didn't teach baby girl how to hit a softball either.
Damn.
All right. Well, like I said, they celebrate their 31st anniversary in October. Now, this clip was running around crazy yesterday, and people really thought this was Jerry Springer. Well, it was him, but they thought it was true.
My wife learned of your arrival, Misha, and demanded that I cut you off completely. I tried to reason with her, but she threatened to expose my infidelity and my illegitimate children. And I was such a coward. I didn't know how to stand to my truth and stand up to my wife. I did, however, manage to stand up for you, John and Misha. While Joan kept me away from you with the threat of exposure, she did not keep me from providing for you. The rest of my estate, my properties in Mississippi, Georgia, South Carolina, my bank accounts, investment portfolios, all liquid and intangible assets, everything, all of it will go to my children, John and Misha.
Now, if you don't know, he act like people thought it was real. He act like he did a will on his Zoom, and he had his kids on Zoom, but he also had 2 kids that were biracial that he had outside his marriage. And what he told his kids was he was leaving his kids pretty much nothing and leaving his biracial kids everything. And it went crazy on social media, but it wasn't true.
I thought it was real too. I came in here yesterday like, man, we need to have a conversation about this, and then come to find out it wasn't real.
Yeah, it wasn't real. It was something that he did. But I thought about it like, damn, Jerry Springer for his last hurrah wanted to give one more spoof, one more joke before he left, which was crazy. But this was something that he did in 2020 that they put out now.
And y'all think we can handle ChatGPT and AI when we don't even know that a video that was made 2 years ago? Isn't what they told us what it was this week?
And we keep getting fooled by the internet. Remember, it was something else that happened with everybody thought it was real, and everybody was making a big fuss about it, and kind of find out they made it up.
That sounds like something that happens every day.
Every day.
I just can't think of the situation, but it do happen every day.
That's why I said the lines of reality have already been blurred on the internet. Now with AI and ChatGPT, they about to be obliterated.
Yes,
we ain't gonna know what's real and what's not real.
This is crazy.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. And also, I just want to say salute to 42 Doug. Shout out to Detroit. Right now, he's in jail, and he said he needs an attorney. He's looking for some help. He said he's in jail for going to the gun range which was a violation of his parole. He said, I didn't hurt anybody. He says, man, I'm in this itch heating my food up with water from the nasty ass shower. He said, they don't give us no hot water to heat food up. Ain't no microwave. I can't get no visits from my family. Nothing. I'm sure they're going to do some more illegal ish, but I was supposed to die in this itch for probation violation. So he's asking if anybody out there can help. He's trying to make this aware so that he can get help. So if you can, support 42 Doug. If you're an attorney that can help his family out or help his peoples out, because I really don't know. So salute to that brother 42 Doug. All right.
Yeah, free him.
And that is your rumor report. Now, when we come back, we got the People's Choice Mix that you're requesting, 800-585-1051. Our co-host Erica Duchess is here. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
It's tough to find that right person, especially when it comes to hiring for an open role. With ZipRecruiter's matching technology, makes it easy to find and invite great candidates to apply to your jobs. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/breakfast.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Our guest co-host, Erica Duchess, is here.
The good sister, Erica Duchess from the Ha Ha Mafia.
That's right.
What's up?
Long live OG Clay Evans. If you've ever seen one of Lil Duval shows and you see Nod and you see Jay Ski and the sister that's always opening up for Duval, Miss Erica Duchess.
Yes, that's
right.
me.
That's who this is. It's funny, Erica. I saw Erica backstage at, where y'all was at? Cleveland? Where was we at? Columbus? Cleveland or Columbus? Columbus, Ohio? It was a Friday that, Friday or Saturday.
They Clay Pad. We was in Vegas.
No.
Was it Vegas?
No, it was Cleveland.
California.
Cleveland or Columbus. Because Clay passed that Friday and I saw y'all that Saturday. I think it was Cleveland or Columbus. But I saw Erica in the back. Erica was like, man, when you going to have me come guest co-host? And I said, whenever you want to. And Duval said, he playing. He just said that to you.
Yeah.
To get you out his face. And look.
And she's here.
And I'm here. When I seen that email, I think I had hit no cartwheel in probably about 20 years. I was flipping all through my house. I was like, he really did it. I said, man, Charlamagne, cool it. Cooler than the mud, man.
See?
I don't care what nobody say. You too cool.
I don't care what nobody say.
I don't care what nobody say. You too cool. You always gonna be a real one on my book.
Well, but we come back, we got the positive note. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Erica Duchess, our guest co-host, is here.
Yes.
It's time to get up out of here. Shout to DJ Cassidy for joining us this morning, and also the pastor that checked in,
Pastor Jamal Bryant.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Donkey of the day.
Now you got a positive note?
Yes, the positive note is simply this, man. Please don't ever give anybody enough power over you to bring back the triggered, unhealed version of you when you've worked so hard to become better than that.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?